Hello, hopefully we're live. Hopefully you can see and hear me fine. Please let me know if you can't. But welcome to the Sprues Brews painting stream, or at least this test stream. Unfortunately, it's just me. I'm Dave. Jay was supposed to be joining me, but unfortunately he's been stuck in work, unfortunately. And Matt is busy at home doing some Warhammer painting, maybe some secret stuff. I can't really say, but I believe he is in the chat. Hello, Matt. Hello, Tempest Terrain. And Andesius? Is that? I'm sorry, I'm probably absolutely butchering your name. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you can hear and see me okay. I've done a few tests. I know it's been a while since we mentioned that we were going to bring back the painting stream. But it's finally here. I finally managed to actually get on and work out how it all works. Because Matt used to be the host of these. But I thought I'd take over after doing all the podcast duties. So yeah, like I say, hopefully this is working okay. I haven't got anything to paint this evening. I was hoping Jay would be covering the painting part of the painting stream, but I'm going to be just quickly building this for my Maggotkin. Not anything coming through on chat since I've been live yet, so hopefully you guys can see and hear me okay. Because otherwise I want to be talking to myself, which is pretty dull. Everything seems to be working okay, but yeah, hopefully somebody will come through shortly, so we can start talking some Warhammer. But in the meantime, I might as well start building this, I think. It's quite weird kind of seeing myself on different screens. Hope you've all had a good day. I don't know if you've already done some Warhammer or if you've been busy in work. Again, let me know. Be great to find out. Great to hear what you're all working on. You're a little bit buzzy. Is your mic near your PC? It's not really, Matt. But I will. I'll try and move it away. I'll just move some sprues out the way. This is why we have these tests. Didn't pick anything up on the recorded test, but it's always different when you go live, isn't it? Is that a bit better, Matt, or anybody out there? Is that sounding okay? Let's see if I can have a play with some settings as well whilst everything seems okay. I've got quite a quiet PC, to be fair, but maybe you can kind of pick that up. But it is only me speaking as well, so maybe a boom arm. Yeah, okay, that sounds like a sensible solution. Yeah, so Matt's just said maybe I should get a boom arm. Yeah, I think I'll look to invest in one of those. I have had this microphone for quite some time. It's done us proud during the podcast, but maybe it's time to replace it with something a bit more professional. So thanks, Matt. I'll you give me something to research after the stream. See if I can get hold of a boom arm. It's not too expensive. I know you can't tell me what you're painting at the moment, Matt, but are you busy hobbying? I know you've got some writing up to do for the website, but maybe you're doing some of your own hobby. Well, Matt, you might have just missed it, but I'm currently starting to build this, which I've been meaning to build for ages. It's the Gnarl Mall, is it? I keep wanting to call it Gnarl Wood because it's a tree, but yeah, Gnarl Mall for my Maggotkin army. I didn't have any paint set up because I was hoping Jay would be painting some Ultramarines for Heresy, whilst I sort of chatted and spoke to the chat. But yeah, I've got this to build. Looks like quite a fun assembly, to be fair. Really looking forward to getting some paint on my Maggotkin. Matt says, I need to lie down to the pre-armies of the stuff he's been working on. Matt is an absolute painting machine, and if anybody was in any doubt, wait till you see what he's been doing this week, because he has absolutely pulled it out of the bag, the amount of stuff that he's painted. So yeah, I think you do need to lie down, Matt. I can't actually remember what's left on your painting desk. I've got a feeling you've still got one or two items on there. Maybe you'll get a break at Christmas. There you go. I know we've both got something coming soon, which is pretty exciting, so at least I can help you out on that. Yeah, so Warhammer Quest. Yeah, really excited. Warhammer Community dropped the other day the tease for Warhammer Quest Dark Water, which is going to be set in the Mortal Realms. So it's the second time we're going to have a Warhammer Quest game set in the Mortal Realms. This time seems we have at least a dwarf and, well, some cities of Sigmar goodness up against what appears to be Nurgle. So if the box art is anything to go by, could we be seeing some new Blight Lords? I absolutely was starting on this Magickin army before we saw this Darkwater reveal, so it could be absolute perfect timing for me, because it might be some new Nurgle stuff to add to my new army. I've always had a thing for Nurgle. I painted a Death Guard army. That was a lot of fun. Probably the best army I ever painted, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to redoing those as well. Pestigores, I think, yeah. Well, you've always been a big Beast of Chaos fan. What's the creepy Slanesh one called? I can't remember what they're called now, but yeah, I bet you'll be getting some Pestigores for your Nurgle. There's a troll in the background too, if you can pull the covers art on screen. Oh, is there? I did not notice that. I will have to check that out. Love the beard, Dave. Andy! Yay! Welcome to the chat, dude. It's been ages. How are you doing? If you'd caught me like a week ago, it was a really impressive beard, to be fair. But it's already grown back to this state in a matter of days. Just at work at the moment, working hard. Absolutely. Working hard, watching us. Welcome to the test stream. Be good to get you on, sir, when we get this being a regular thing, which we are hoping to do. I know obviously we've had quite a few people wondering where the podcast is. It wasn't very regular anymore. Bit of behind the scenes. It's actually quite a bit of work to do the podcast. So we decided, well, why don't we look to bring the painting stream back, then we can kind of talk hobby, we can do it all live, we can get some hobby done as well, and afterwards this should be available, not this particular test stream, but when we're podcasting, when we're live streaming properly, we'll be putting up as a podcast as well, so you'll be able to listen to it as well as watch us back on YouTube. So love the stream. Yeah, it's really good to be on. It's when me and Jay were testing the other night, we almost went into paint and stream mode, and we were talking about heresy and stuff. It's just a good excuse to sit down and get some hobby done. I'm just pointlessly clipping out bits of sprue here. I'm not even looking at the instructions because I'm too busy chatting. But I think I've actually clipped off the bits I need, which is really handy. So Andy's in work. Matt is busy doing some website stuff. If there's anybody else out there, let us know what you're up to this evening. This probably won't be a super long stream because you're all probably going to get very bored of my voice. But apart from a little bit of an audio issue, everything else seems to be working fine, hopefully. Do let me know if anything changes in that regard. And also let me know in the chat if you too are looking forward to Warhammer Quest. Andy, I know you play a lot of Sigmar. Are you looking forward to Darkwater? Will you be picking that up soon? Well, soon, as soon as it's out, that is. Am I clipping the right bit here? I should really pay attention, shouldn't I? Do these don't have numbers on them? Don't think they... Oh, yes, they do. Yep, I am clipping the right bit. That's good. That is really good. I've got a bunch of Magickin downstairs sprayed, ready to go. And I've got my eye on the team Age of Sigmar tournament at Warhammer World in the new year, which me and Matt may be hoping to attend. So for anybody who I've noticed we've got a few new people joining the stream. If you're tuning in, you weren't here at the beginning, this is a test stream for the Sprues Brews painting stream. This is going to probably replace our podcast. We're hoping to make it a very regular thing, where we can kind of cover all the usual podcast segments whilst we're also hobbying, painting and whatnot. It is a bit of there's a lack of painting on this particular painting stream as I'm building a null mull for my Magickin. Matt said, I'm so excited about the lore in the new Warhammer Underworlds box. All signs point to Kurnoth coming back. It also says hopefully lots of guests too. Yes, we're hoping to get lots of guests on the stream as well. Andy unfortunately has got to go, and he's going to watch us back later. Enjoy the rest of your shift, Andy. Thank you for tuning in, very much appreciated. And Yeah, I've not seen the new lore from Underworlds yet, Matt. I'm ashamed to say I haven't read your review yet. Don't shout at me. I just haven't got around to it. But I like Underworlds. I know we've not really properly played it for a while. And I'm still a bit unsure about this new edition. But it's still a fun game. Still really enjoy it. I know you enjoyed painting at least one half of the Underworld box, Matt. I'm gonna have to pick it up myself in the near future because I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of have my eye on the Hellsmiths, and it might be a nice little tester to paint up some Underworld's Hellsmiths. So yeah, I'm pleased to see that everything seems to be working okay. I'm looking at my background on my video. I think I need to tidy my hobby shelves a little bit. They're looking a bit disorganised. How do you find the game between Nurgle and the Hellsmiths? So yeah, thanks for prompting these questions, Matt. Yeah, me and Matt had a couple of games of Sigmar a week or so ago now, Matt, where I tried the Maggot King of Nurgle for the first time, and Matt tried out his Hellsmiths for the first time, and we had two fantastic games. The first one was quite a bit closer than the second one, unfortunately, but both felt like quite close games and had a lot of fun. Brian Dennis, glad you're back. Thought I'd quickly pop by to say hi. I'll catch up later as I'm still putting children to bed. Well, thanks for joining us, Brian, and yeah, hopefully you'll be able to watch back later on. Luckily, my little lad's already in bed for the night, which is why we're streaming quite late. But it's great to see you, Biker. 222 live stream, nice. I've missed the regular content, which was a staple of my early hobby career during lockdown, so this will be great to watch. Yeah, I do apologise that the podcast kind of was a regular thing and then it kind of, well, stopped becoming regular. It was just a case of real life getting in the way, because obviously we'd spend an evening recording, and then there's obviously quite a bit of editing and uploading going on in the background. We've all missed it, which is why we're looking to bring this painting stream back, because we can cover all the stuff that we do in the podcast. Plus, we get to hobby as well, because when we're podcasting, apart from maybe Jay, it's quite hard to hobby at the same time. So yeah, thanks for joining us, Biker. Thanks for joining us, Brian. Much appreciated. I know you're zipping off, Brian, but Biker, are you currently working on any hobby? What are you up to? What are your plans for the evening? And actually, what did you have a favourite part of the podcast? What would you like to see on the stream? I know the top 3 was always a popular one, and I'm absolutely positive that will be returning once this stream becomes a regular thing, which hopefully be in next week. So yeah, and Matt's asked, is there anything you'd like to see us paint? Matt will probably paint an army in a night for you. Well, maybe not that quick, but you are a machine, Matt. Like I say, keep an eye on Sprues Brews on Saturday, and you'll be able to see what Matt has been. Absolutely, we've not seen Matt. He's been locked away painting. So yeah, he's been super busy. I don't know where I'm up to on this because I've been talking so much. Absolutely no idea where I'm up to on this scenery piece. Have an urge for some atomic mass bits on the stream. You know what, Matt? Actually, I've got down here. I mean, I've only got that within reach, but I've got some Marvel Crisis Protocol just down here. Unfortunately, Hulk's fallen off his base, but I've been desperate to paint some Marvel stuff. So yeah, we'll have to maybe do that when we're having a break from some Games Workshop stuff. So yeah, it's quite a bit of cool Marvel stuff coming out at the moment. So Mike says, favourite parts, top 3 for sure. Also a delve into the lore history of the hobby, and even just touching on different games which I have an interest in but don't play. I'm currently painting Lumineth. Nice. Yeah, I like the Lumineth. They're a really cool army. I think they're quite daunting to paint. I'd love to see how you're getting on, Biker. But they're a really nice model, a really nice army. Do they still have that really annoying Total Eclipse ability that doubled all your command... what's it called? Command abilities. I know when Jay used his Lumineth a lot, that ability used to drive me nuts. Do we need another Matt's history lesson episode? I think we do, Matt. Sounds like people want it. So yeah, you'll have to get on it. And yeah, the top three, like I say, we'll definitely be bringing that back. Some serious ones and some super silly ones as well. Only the twins have it now. Oh, thank goodness. That's something at least. I remember I used to play my Oryx a lot when Jay used his Luminef. It was just such a killer ability. Like, I'd never be able to get anything off. But they're a really fun army. You know, it's a cool ability. So yeah. So we need to get Jay back on the Luminef mat. We need to get him back on Sigmar. What am I after now? Part 11. Part 11. I think all Sigmar armies should have a scenery piece. Always been a big believer in that. Part 11. Where's part 11? Have I already cut off part 11? Is that part 11? It is part 11. It looks smaller than it does on the paper. Matt, he needs to play the new edition. He absolutely does. I think he would change his mind. Hopefully Jay's listened to this and he'll probably be laughing that we're talking about him and trying to get him back on Sigmar. But I'm sure if he tried it, he would he'd enjoy it. Would people like to see some Gunpla on the stream? Have some nice bits from the Gundam base. Yeah, so a bit different. Matt actually popped down to London town. Well, when was it, Matt? 2-3 weeks ago. He was invited down to the launch of the new Gundam base in Camden. So quite a cool part of London if you've never been down. But yeah, you got to come home with some Gundam bits and bobs. I always been a big fan of Gundam, although I'm ashamed to say I've only really watched Wing and maybe little bits and bobs of other Gundam series, but they're very, very cool. I remember playing Zone of the Enders on the PlayStation and imagining that was a Gundam game as well. Where does this part go? I wonder. But yeah, I'm sure people would like to see you painting some Gundam, Matt. I think on one of the last episodes I listened to, one of you were moving house and having a hobby gaming space. Has that happened and is it operational? So that was probably Matt. He's been in his house for a while now and he does have a bit of a gaming setup. He's probably better talking about that than me. I've obviously got this little hobby space and I've got a table downstairs which is big enough to have games on. I'm ashamed to say I've not had many games on it yet. We probably don't have enough room to stream games just at the moment, but there are a few different things in the pipeline that we might do to get a bit of a streaming game fix. But yeah, I think that must have been a while ago, Biker. I mean, I've kind of been hoping to move soon, but it's probably going to be in another year or so's time yet. But yeah, Matt was the last one to move house. Matt has a very nice gaming setup actually, which is where we played our Nurgle game. Small format would be easier to stream too. Yeah, I mean that's something we've spoken about, isn't it, Matt? About maybe streaming some. If we haven't got the space for like big games of 40k or Age of Sigmar, maybe we stream some Underworlds or Kill Team. I'm a big fan of Kill Team, but don't get enough games of it in, which is a shame. But yeah, I really looking forward to the new box actually, Dead Silence. If any of you guys are also into Kill Team. Really liking the look of those Space Wolves and those Tau stealth suits as well. They're very, very cool. So yeah, let us know if you'd like to see some of that on the stream. At least to begin with. Oh no, I've dropped a bit. We'll be just sort of painting and building. That's really annoying. This isn't making great streaming. Where's that gone? Please say this isn't just me that does this. And it doesn't help when you have greyish carpet. Especially when it basically just disappears. How do bits of sprue do that? Right, Well, luckily we'll have to just carry on with the build, and I'll find that afterwards. Another favourite, goals for the year, and then a review of if you achieved them. Hobby resolutions. Yeah, it's absolutely my favourite episode as well. I kind of cringe at like what my hobby projects were and very little I got done, but it's absolutely a staple, and we will 100% be doing that in the new year. Dave hiding under the table is top TV. Yeah, well, I don't know if you heard me say, Matt. Oh, there it is. I dropped a tiny bit of my scenery piece, but luckily I found it now, so we're okay. But yeah, especially when I'm downstairs, I tend to always drop stuff on that grey carpet. So there we go. I'll probably stay on for another maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll probably call this test stream a success. Hopefully none of you have spotted any other issues with the stream. Everything should hopefully be working well. So yeah, hopefully next time Matt and Jay, or one of them, will be joining us as well. Hopefully it'll be next Thursday. Fingers crossed. That's news to Matt, but you've just found out, Matt. We're hoping to stream next Thursday. So hope you're ready. And hopefully I'll actually do some painting on this painting stream. Please let us know if there's anything you'd like to see or change to. Yeah, so yeah, if there's anything you want to see us do on the stream, maybe there's a part of the podcast you'd rather not return, let us know. And yeah, well, I'm sure we can adapt and cover different things. But yeah. I seem to have a lot of smaller pieces up next on this tree, so I might wait until I've come off stream. Quite a few bits of them. I'm not quite sure where they go. Unfortunately, my hobby light has also stopped working, so that's not ideal. So yeah. Has anybody else joined us since we started the stream? If you have, then this is a test stream for the Sprues and Brews painting stream that we're hoping to become a regular thing, either once a week or once every couple of weeks. It's basically, for the time being, replacing the podcast, but it's going to hopefully include all the podcast segments, as well as just random hobby and random nonsense, us talking geeky stuff. I'm sure we'll probably talk about sci-fi shows and stuff as well, and comics and things. Because yeah, we're just a bunch of geeks. We've gone quite quiet now in the old chat, so I might actually call it a slight sooner ending to this stream. But thanks to everybody who's joined me. It's much appreciated. It looks like it's been a success. It looks like, technically speaking, anyway, we seem to be working. Maybe I need to treat myself to a new boom arm microphone. There's a bit of a buzzing sound in the background. But yeah, apart from that, everything else seems to be okay. So yeah, good test, Dave. Thanks, Matt. So yeah, I think with that, again, thanks to everybody who's jumped in this stream and helped me test it. I'll probably call it a day at this point, but I've at least built a little bit of my little tree. Look, a little bit of a tree there. Yeah. Can't wait to get started with Maggotkin. Awesome work. I'll keep an eye out for you. Thanks, Biker. If you're not already, jump in our Discord or keep an eye on our socials. Hopefully, I'll be able to get the guys on next Thursday and we'll start making it a regular thing. It's always nice to have a hobby outlet. And also means we'll get to paint stuff that isn't for the website as well. Because obviously we can't do that on the stream. It's top secret. But yeah, thanks, Biker. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Andy and Brian, for joining us earlier as well. And Tempest Terrain, I think he popped in at the beginning. But maybe he didn't realise what time we were starting. But hopefully we'll catch him soon. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be back on Thursday. But keep an eye on our socials and our Discord channel. And we'll let you know when the next stream is going live. Until I speak to you again, have a great time hobbying. Bye!